All right, let's talk about one of the toughest battles you'll ever face. And nope, it's not out there somewhere. It's the one that happens right between your ears. We're going to dive into how you can finally silence that inner critic, push past the doubt, and really truly take back control of your own mind. So let's get right to it and confront where that struggle even comes from.
You know the one I'm talking about. We've all heard it. That little voice that just loves to whisper or sometimes shout at you when things get hard. And man, it can be convincing, right? It tells you you're not smart enough, not strong enough, that you just don't have what it takes. But listen, the most important thing you need to remember, the absolute first step, is this. That voice is a liar.
And when that lying voice is screaming at you, when you feel like you've been knocked down for the 10th time, this is the question that bubbles up from that dark place in your mind. Is all of this pain, all this struggle, is it even worth it? Well, how you answer that question, that's where everything starts to change.
So let's start by just calling it what it is, the voice of doubt. Look, this is a universal thing. Life sucker punches you, your best laid plans completely fall apart, and that's when this little monologue starts to creep in, trying to sell you on the idea that just giving up is the easiest way out.
But here's how you have to frame the choice you're making in that moment. You've got two kinds of pain on the table. The pain of the fight, yeah, it hurts, but it's temporary. It builds you up, makes you stronger, teaches you things. But the pain of regret, oh, that's a different beast entirely. That thing lingers, it sticks with you, and it spends years just asking what if. And trust me, that is a much, much heavier weight to carry. And hey, if you ever start to doubt that you can handle the fight, just take a second and look at your own track record. Seriously, think about it. You are still here. You've stumbled, you've probably been hanging on by a thread at times, but you have survived every single hard day you have ever had. That's not nothing. That's proof that you've already got a deep reserve of strength inside you. Okay, so you've proven you have the strength to survive. So what do you do with that strength now? Well, this is where a massive mindset shift has to happen. It's about learning to see the very things designed to stop you as, well, as the path forward. It's a simple but totally transformative idea. The obstacle is the way.
And we all know this feeling. It can feel so personal, can't it? Like life is just throwing roadblock after roadblock in your way, sending storm after storm just to see if you'll finally break. It's almost like it's designed to make you want to give up.
But here's the reframe. What if that obstacle isn't actually a wall? What if it's a signpost? What if it's there to force you to pause, to figure out who you are, what you need to work on, and maybe what you need to let go of before you can keep going? It's not there to stop you. It's there to redirect you. I mean, this is the perfect example. When Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team, that could have been it. Story over. The obstacle could have won. But here's the thing. It wasn't getting cut that made him great. It was his response to getting cut. He didn't see it as a wall. He used that failure as a ladder.
Now, this brings us to one of the most powerful tools you can have in this whole mental battle. From day one, we're taught to run away from fear, to see it as a big red stop sign. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if, instead, fear is actually your compass? Just think about that for a second. Why do you feel fear? You feel it because you're about to step into the unknown, outside of what's comfortable and safe. So this quote completely flips that feeling on its head. Fear isn't a bad thing to be avoided. It's an indicator. It's a GPS from your future self, pointing you directly toward the one place where you're guaranteed to grow. So every single day, you're standing at this crossroads. You've got two paths. On one side, there's the path of fear. It feels safe, it's familiar, but it leads to stagnation. Your world literally gets smaller. On the other side is the path of curiosity. It's uncomfortable, it's uncertain, for sure, but it is the only path where your life expands. And choosing curiosity over fear day after day, that's the whole game. Now, picking that path of curiosity means you have to accept a fundamental truth about life. And that brings us to a really practical, grounding principle: choose your heart. So here's the bottom line. There is no easy path. It doesn't exist. Avoiding difficulty is impossible. One way or another, life is going to be hard. But, and this is the beautiful part, you have a choice. You don't get to choose if life is hard, but you absolutely get to choose what kind of hard you're willing to sign up for. And this just makes it crystal clear. Building a strong, healthy body, that's hard. But you know what else is hard? Watching your body fail you because you neglected it.
Creating deep, meaningful relationships, that is hard work. But living a lonely life with only surface-level connections, that's also hard. Chasing a life of purpose is hard. But living without any purpose at all, that is its own kind of hard. So, which hard are you going to choose?
So once you've reframed how you see struggle, and you've made that conscious choice to choose your hard, you finally step into your most powerful role. You stop just reacting to life, and you start creating it. You become the architect of your reality.
This is what it's all about, intentional living. It's deciding that you are done being a passenger, just coasting along and letting life drag you wherever it wants. It's about grabbing that steering wheel, deciding on your destination, and actively driving yourself there.
So how do you actually start building? Well, here's a super simple but really profound way to do it. First, get a crystal clear vision. Who do you want to be in 10 years? Picture it. Second, get real about it. What skills does that future version of you have? And then third, get to work. Become absolutely relentless. Make every single day, every job, every project a chance to build those exact skills. Because at the end of the day, the life you build starts from the inside and works its way out. It's a chain reaction. If you want to change your reality, your experience of life, you have to follow that chain all the way back to the source. And it all begins with your core beliefs. You change the belief, and you start a domino effect that will, inevitably, change your entire life. And that's where we'll leave it. You have the tools now. You've got the blueprint. You understand that the struggle is actually the path. That fear is your compass. And that difficulty is a choice. The power is, and it always has been, in your hands. So really, there's only one question left. You are the architect. What will you build?